Theories to reveal whether aliens exist or not. You might have seen those alien spaceships in sci-fi movies, but do you think those aliens are for real? Whether aliens exist or not, the thing is quite a debate, just like any other topics related to space and the universe. Several space explorations and astronauts time and again tried to look for their existence, yet no authentic proof showed up. Still, a school of thought emphasizes the presence of aliens in this universe. They claim for specific theories, according to which these foreign invaders get validation. This is Earthy Perks, and today we will be talking about those theories that support the presence of aliens in the universe. Let's get started without any delay. So, the first one to support these creatures is the paradox. It is named after physicist Enrico Fermi in the early 20th century. The theory came into being when the scientist asked himself a question. That is, given the scope of our universe, why haven't we found intelligent extraterrestrial life yet? Or, why haven't they found us? After this, the theory showed up as the Fermi paradox, or the Great Silence. Our solar system is ancient. Clues gathered from meteorites suggest it is almost 5 billion years old. The number of known alien worlds and star systems discovered through technologies continue to rise. Given the size and age of our universe, it seems likely we should have made contact. We, of course, have not. So, there might exist certain restrictions, which is why we haven't made the first contact. Here is the one, none other than the Great Filters. Basic probability asserts that alien life must exist. Since we haven't made contact yet, one theory goes, there must be something barring life from interstellar travel, or, at least, prohibiting it from communicating with other alien species. This barrier is known as the Great Filter, and it is a force event that stops a civilization from getting to the point, as mentioned earlier in interstellar travel or communication. If this is true, there are two primary reasons that we haven't made contact. Because societies kill themselves off before they reach a state advanced enough to explore the stars, or interstellar travel is simply not possible on a technological scale. Neither option is particularly pleasing. This one data point implies that a great filter stood between ordinary dead matter and advanced exploding lasting life. The next theory to support the fact that aliens are extraterrestrial creatures is, do not disturb the aliens. Another hypothesis asserts that alien civilizations certainly exist, but they're merely inactive. That's the estivation hypothesis. This refers to an organism's state of prolonged inactivity, similar to a bear hibernating or a frog that buries itself in the sand during hot weather. The theory in 2017 states that aliens may be hibernating until the environmental conditions are just right to become active and build their super society. This makes it exceedingly challenging to create advanced technologies. So the aliens are falling into a dormant until the universe cools. A gigantic bottleneck is the third on the list. According to the gigantic bottleneck hypothesis, life needs particular environmental conditions to develop, and they're not so common. Extinction is the cosmic default for most life that has emerged on the surfaces of wet rocky planets in the universe. That's because a planet has to be inhabited for it to be habitable. After all, organisms change the concentration of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. For alien life to persist, it must hang on. Life can only take place with the presence of an unlikely feedback loop. Trapped in deep oceans also has something to say about the existence of aliens. Those ocean figure prominently opens a gateway to this theory of where life might be lurking, since buried oceans form a much more stable ecosystem than flowing surface streams. Changes such as altering tides and dissipation take place over a longer time. A hard outer shell protects hypothetical life in the oceans from a harsh climate and a lethal mix of gases on the surface. Impacts and solar flares and nearby supernova, and what orbit you're in, and whether you have a magnetosphere, and whether there's a poisonous atmosphere. None of these things matter. Any intelligent life form that is in these deep oceans would have to overcome a significant hurdle to reach inhabitants of other worlds, drilling through that thick, protective crust. All that work would only get them to the surface. Sending signals to other planets becomes even more unlikely. The fifth theory says that we might have missed some signals. According to missed signals, what if extraterrestrial life doesn't operate on those frequencies? For the past 80 years or so, we've been listening for signs of alien life with radio technology. The Allen Telescope Array, situated 470 kilometers, or 290 miles northeast of San Francisco, is one of the biggest since 2007. 42 dishes have stood at the ready to scan the skies regularly in the hope of receiving radio signals from extraterrestrial life. We may be going the wrong way. Instead of those radio technology, creating a galactic communications network can work. We can use the shadow that Earth creates when it passes in front of the sun to send a message to our fellow inhabitants of the universe. Next, we can build powerful lasers that contain those encoded messages which are sent out as we pass in front of the sun. This is all about those strong theoretical references which encode for the presence of aliens in this universe, making people believe that what they see in the movies is for real. The only thing we need to work on is to find a way to get some physical proofs. With this agenda, Earthy Perks is signing off, hoping that we soon are able to get those proofs. Till next time, stay tuned and keep liking Earthy Perks.